Hey everybody, Mike here with a new video regarding Transformers Rise of the Beast, the upcoming film due out in June of 2023. There have been a lot of Autobots and Terrorcons and Maximals that have been announced so far, and I'm going to go ahead and compile them into one large list here. Of course, I'm assuming there's going to be some surprises down the road, but this is every character that has been announced to this point, and we'll start off with the Autobots. First up, of course, is Optimus Prime, and he will be transforming into a Freightliner truck, and of course, be voiced by the great Peter Cullen, who is returning for yet another Transformers movie. Next up is another popular character. Of course, we're going to have Bumblebee, and he will once again be returning as a second-gen Chevy Camaro. This will be the third movie where Bumblebee is going to be in this year of Camaro, after the first Transformers film from 2007 and 2018's Bumblebee. And as Bumblebee lost his voice at the beginning of the Bumblebee movie, he will not be having a voice in this one, so he will not be having a voice actor attached. Next up, we have the newcomer Mirage, who seems to have a large role in Rise of the Beast, as he is the car for our main human character, Noah, and he transforms into a 964 Porsche 911 Turbo. Now, who exactly is the voice for Mirage? Well, it's going to be comedian Pete Davidson. Definitely didn't see that one coming. After him, we have Wheeljack, who is turning into a VW van and will be voiced by Cristo Fernandez. Now, in the first trailer for Rise of the Beast, we were only able to see the backside of Wheeljack, but thanks to a recent reveal of the Rise of the Beast toy line, we do get an idea of what he will look like in the movie, and it is actually nothing like how he appeared in the Bumblebee movie during the Cybertron sequence. He does not have his famous ears jetting off to the side, and in fact this time he will probably be mainly recognized by the giant goggles that he's wearing. After Wheeljack, we have Arcee, who is another Transformer who appeared during the opening sequence on Cybertron in the Bumblebee movie. Arcee will be transforming into a Ducati 916 motorcycle and will be voiced by Lisa Koshy, who started out on Vine, became a YouTuber, and is apparently doing some voice acting now. Now, something interesting about Arcee is, of course, she is going to be transforming into that Ducati motorcycle, but this is not the first time Arcee has been a Ducati motorcycle in the Transformers films. In fact, in Revenge of the Fallen, she transformed into a Ducati 848. Next up, we have Stratosphere, who is voiced by John DiMaggio, who is a bit of a veteran when it comes to the Transformers movies. To this point, he has voiced Leadfoot, Crosshairs, and Nitro Zeus. So he has appeared in the last three main Transformers movies, 3, 4, and 5. So the interesting thing about Stratosphere is that he was in fact first created for the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen toy line. He later showed up in a Revenge of the Fallen sequel comic, which appeared in a UK-only Transformers magazine, and then he later showed up in the Dark of the Moon prequel video game. So Stratosphere to this point has been exclusively used in Transformers movie media, but has yet to appear in a film. So what will he transform into? I'd say it's a safe bet that he will be turning into a cargo plane, as that is what he has been to this point in that prequel and sequel material. And who knows, maybe Stratosphere is how the Autobots end up getting from Brooklyn to Peru in the movie. Next up, we have the Maximals. And we're going to have to start off, of course, with Optimus Primal, who will be transforming into a robotic gorilla and be voiced by Ron Perlman. Next up, we have Cheetor, who transforms into a cheetah, and Cheetor so far is the only main Transformer who does not have a voice actor attached. Next up is Rhinox, who transforms into, who would have guessed, a rhinoceros. and he will be voiced by David Sobolov. Most recently, he voiced Blitzwing in the Bumblebee movie, but he is also quite the veteran to the Transformers franchise, as he voiced the characters Shockwave and some Vehicons in Transformers Prime, as well as Megatron in the All Hail Megatron motion comic, and he was even in Transformers the game as Brawl. And then if we go all the way back, very fitting, he voiced Depth Charge and Teletron 1 in the Beast Wars cartoon. And after Rhinox, we have Airazor, who turns into a fire-breathing Falcon, and will be voiced by Michelle Yeoh. Airazor is actually one of 3 female Transformers that we know of so far. Of course, the first one is Arcee, and our third one we're going to talk about in a second. So that's every Autobot and Maximal that we know of. Now let's take a look at the Terrorcons. First up, we have the main villain in the movie, Scourge, who transforms into a Peterbilt truck. Just happens to be the same type of truck that Optimus Prime transformed into during the first 3 Transformers movies. Scourge will be voiced by a well-known actor in Peter Dinklage. Next, we have Nightbird, who is transforming into a Nissan R33 Skyline. Now, whether or not we can call Nightbird a triple changer or not, I'm not sure yet, but it does seem like Nightbird will have the ability to fly. I kind of hope so with the name Nightbird, but it seems like we see her at the climactic battle at the end of the Rise of the Beast teaser trailer. She is our 3rd female Transformer in the movie and will be voiced by Michaela J. Rodriguez. After her, we have Battletrap, who is our 3rd and final Terrorcon. He will transform into a GMC tow truck, and will also be voiced by David Sobolov. So David will be voicing 2 characters in the movie, Battletrap and Rhinox. Something interesting about Battletrap is his tow truck form says Bernie's on the side, and I have to wonder if that is a small reference to Bernie Mac, who played the character who sold Sam Witwicky his first car in the first Transformers movie, who of course turned out to be Bumblebee. Alright, so we have our Autobots, we have our Maximals, and we have our Terrorcons, but we also have some other ones that are kind of unknown. First off, we have some what looks to be Terrorcon drones who appear in the final battle sequence in the trailer. They seem to be very tall and lengthy. We know nothing about them to this point, and I assume they're just going to be some cannon fodder for the Autobots and Maximals to take out. We also have Predacons, who have not been officially revealed to this point, but in an interview with director Stephen Caple Jr. about a year ago, he did mention Predacons will be in the movie, and they will have a more reptilian-like appearance. And next, and finally, we have 2 unknown Transformers. First up is Reek, who is voiced by Tobe Nwigwe. Reek has no history in the Transformers lore, so he will be a completely original character in Rise of the Beasts. Now, we know nothing about him to this point, but just judging by the name, I am assuming he's going to be a small Minicon-like Transformer, kind of like a Brains or Wheelie type guy, but we do not know. Who knows what he could be, and we'll have to wait and find out. And then we have Transit. John DiMaggio will be voicing Transit and Stratosphere. Now, Transit is an interesting one because when the voice cast was revealed, I did not see him in the original listing, but I have noticed some other publications, such as Entertainment Weekly, have picked up on Transit being a character in the movie. Now, if Transit is a Transformer, we do not know what side he is on, but ultimately, we're going to have to wait and see. So that is every single Transformer that we know of to this point. Of course, we might have some more revealed later, and we might have to wait until the movie actually releases for some other names. What do you guys think of the list to this point? Are you specifically excited to see any of these Transformers in action? Let me know in the comments section down below, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and follow me on social media. I am active on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And until next time, see you guys.